Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Alright guys, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who may like it as well. Alright guys, some of you have noticed that I bought a new camera. You guys know my old phone was old. I had that phone for like 4 years, okay? And I wanted a new phone, just couldn't part with the money for it, needed to pay for this, needed to pay for that. Finally got a Samsung Galaxy S9. So that's what this is, for those of you who asked me about the new equipment. I also ordered a selfie stand, so I'll be able to take wide angles after a while. That's going to be fun. So another thing that someone noticed was that my skin looks different. That's the topic of today's video. What happened was my godfather called me, inboxed me, and told me that his daughter, who's 13, wanted to know if there was a spell to keep you from aging, which oddly enough, a lot of people throughout the centuries have actually tried to find or create, with the Fountain of Youth in the 1700s and all kinds of different things. All kinds of magical, mythology has come out of this. So when she said that, it got me to thinking, that's not available, but what is available? So I got to tinkering around with my magical herbs and devices and figured out a potion that I would call an age-defying potion. This is what they call them in the, on the TV, So I don't know if that's a term that's been copyrighted. It probably has. So I have to think of another name for this particular potion that I made up. But I basically played with some herbs, and I didn't want to use too many ingredients, and I created what is an anti-aging oil. Let's call it that. And if you look at my face and you see my face for the past week, I've been using it. And what I see is that, and you can really tell with this new camera, I can see a change already in my face. So I'm going to tell you what I used to make my potion. Here it is. Let me show it to you. This is my potion. Not even in a fancy bottle. I need to put it in a label or something for it. But this is my potion. Anybody that knows me knows I like making potions. I've made them for a long time. I even sold them on Etsy for years. I stopped because I'm in Costa Rica, and selling potions and, shipping them basically is not the easiest thing in the world. So I'd rather not do that right now until I found a distributor or something like that. But that'll be down the line. But for now, I'm going to tell you guys how to make this potion. And this is a basic one. I mean, anybody probably could have came up with this idea, so I'm gonna give it to you guys. If you want to your face to look younger, fresher, say clearer, you can use this particular potion. The first thing you want to do is every day you want to clean your face good with whatever face cleansing method you use. I use a very basic one. I wash my face with soap and I take some alcohol, regular old rubbing alcohol, and rub it on my face. I've used that same method ever since I was a kid. Now I've seen more expensive methods. I've seen Mary Kay. Mary Kay was actually really good. I used to use that. I've seen people use all kind of things. Whatever works for you to cleanse your skin, that's basically what you do. And make sure you do it every day. That's it. Then this potion is what I've been using. So what I did was I took a 4-ounce bottle, okay? And I filled the 4-ounce bottle up 3 ounces of extra virgin olive oil. 3 ounces of that. And the last ounce is coconut oil. Okay? That was it. I took that. I went to the kitchen. I had a little pot. I poured the oil into the pot, and I took fresh rosemary. You can buy a rosemary plant. You can buy rosemary springs at the market. You can use dried rosemary in a jar from the dollar store if you want to. It's all going to work. And I put the rosemary inside the pot. with the oil. And I stirred it. That's it. It got hot. It started to boil. And the oil turned a darker color from the rosemary. Turned it off, put the pot to the side, let the pot cool. And once it was completely cooled, I took an old cloth and put it across a cup, and I poured the contents of the pot into the cup. It was only 4 ounces. And this strained out the rosemary. I squeezed it, make sure I got all of it. I squeezed it into that cup and then poured the contents of the cup into that bottle. That's it. That's all I did. And every day after I wash my face, I put on the oil. And that's it. It's been about, I did it on the full moon. So, well, I forgot to mention the spiritual part of it. That's the basic part of how you create it. Then I prayed over it. I held it in my hands. I asked Goddess to bless me and to bless this oil that I created. And that was it. I started using it, you know? So that's how I made my age-defying oil potion. So as you can see, it's pretty simple, right? Potions aren't things that have to be difficult. You know, people always think it has to be like a 90 ingredients. And it is other ingredients I could have put in it. There are other things for the skin that I could have put in it. Because one thing I told myself, oh yes, one thing I added when it was done, I had some citrus oil. That's what I forgot to mention. When it was finished, when it was all done, I had 4 ounces of this oil, but it wasn't all the way up to the top. So in the neck part, right here, this is the neck right in here, there was a little bit of room, and I put a little bit of the citrus oil in it, and then I shook it up. So we have the oil, the citrus oil, which is like about a neck full. So that's less than an ounce. And an ounce of coconut oil, 3 ounces of extra virgin olive oil, and of course the sprigs from the rosemary, which I cooked in the pot. That's it. That's my potion. And as you can see, if you take a look at my videos for the past 7 days, what I see is my face looks brighter. And like, not in like I had dark spots in certain places, and I don't have any makeup on. All I have on is eyeshadow and lipstick. So everything else, the evenness and everything else you see on my face, all of that. And I have some blush right here, which you can see the red in my cheek. But, you know, the brown parts, you know, all in here and all in there, all up here, all over here, where there is no makeup, that's just my skin. So that potion seems to be pretty good. I'm going to keep using it because I like it. I like it a lot. I always try to keep my face moisturized. And so far, this has been what I like the most. So I got to thank my little sister Serenity, because this came about because of the question that she asked Papa. So it's inspiration everywhere, right? You can get inspiration. And remember, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but they used to always say that you can get emeralds from the handmaiden as well as the pharaoh. And I've always taken that to mean that you can get jewels anywhere out of the mouth of babes, right? So because of her, now I have a cool new age helping or age defying or age reversing or whatever we want to call it, face refreshing potion. So it's pretty cool. So if you guys want to try it, you want to make it, first thing you need to do is make sure you're not allergic to any of the ingredients, the 3 oils that I used, and make sure that you're not allergic to rosemary. Because if you are, that will do the reverse. It'll break your face out versus clearing up your face. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right. See you later.